Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to talk about how I've just quit my job. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Yeah, so I quit my job. Handed my notice in a couple of weeks ago. I still have a couple of weeks left to work. That's what happens when you quit your job. You have to work a certain time before you actually leave, unless you leave normally or just don't tell anyone when you leave and you leave. So I quit my job. Just a bit of background. So I was working for a bank in financial services, and I've done that for the last year, and it wasn't too bad, if I'm being honest. It wasn't too bad. I think the work just got really repetitive and boring, and I just wanted a bit of a change to go into tech. So I had to quit my job. I had to look at something that was more attractive to me. Yeah, so on top of the work being boring, I just wanted something harder, to be honest. It was just too easy. I could finish my job and go home, and that sounds like the weirdest reason to quit a job, but when you think about development of your career, you don't want to be doing the same job for the rest of your life. So I thought finding a job where I can develop some skills would be better for me, and that job just wasn't giving me that. And I left the bank in full to leave to another company, and the reason I did this was the type of job that I wanted, they weren't offering. So had a look around, asked my line manager, checked the internal jobs board, and there was nothing on, so I left. So here, working my notice, and soon to be unemployed again. Yeah, so that was a joke, because I'm not going to be unemployed. I have a new job, which I'll speak about in a second. So that starts in September, which is like a month from now, or it depends when you're watching the video. I could already be working. I also am going to do a delivery job for a couple of weeks just to make some money in between, and that'll be part-time, and I'll do a video on that, what that's like, if I enjoy it, if I don't. And also I'll be doing videos on my new job as well, which I'm sure some of you, if anyone's watching, will enjoy. Yeah, I just had to charge my phone, so my card's on. Yeah, so I'm going to start that new job, and in terms of quitting my job, I'm just going to give some tips on quitting your job, because I made a lot of mistakes, and I wish I knew them before I quit my job. So yeah, so the first two tips are joined together. So the first tip is only quit your job if you're 100% sure you want to leave, and the second one is make sure you know what you want to do after you leave your job. So if you're going to quit, know what you're doing next, because you don't want to leave yourself in limbo doing other stuff that you don't want to do before you find out what you want to do. You probably want to just stick with what you know it's consistent, and then figure out what you want to do next while you're doing that job, and then switch when you're ready to switch. Third tip is take your time doing that, because I have a degree actually, and I did this job for a year in finance, and I thought I wanted to do accounting, and let me tell you now, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do anything to do with finance, and after working in financial services, I don't want to work in finance. So I'm going into tech, yeah, and hopefully that's fun, or else I'll see you next year doing this video again. Yeah, and my final tip is to know how your company works and to know the rules around your job, because I handed in my notice, and firstly I had taken up too much holiday without being told somehow, but I took too much holiday up, and now I have to pay back that holiday, so I'll be deducted from my final salary. So don't make that mistake, or else the last month you're going to have lower funds, and if you plan to do anything and you're counting on that money, it's not good. But luckily I didn't have anything major, so I got away with it. We want to know what the rules are around your company and when you're leaving. So for example, this month I was due to have a bonus, and I won't be able to receive that because I won't be sort of on the payroll when that bonus is due to come out. So I'll get my pay for this month, which will be deducted anyway, but the bonus that I thought I would get, I'm not going to get that because I'm not on the payroll. I just repeated myself. But yeah, so make sure you know what's going on when you leave, your notice, your holiday entitlement, bonuses and things like that, just so you know exactly what money you're going to get at the end of that month and you're prepared. Yeah, so overall, quitting my job, it's not been too bad. Luckily I don't have anything or anyone to look after or anything like that, so it wasn't too bad for me. So I could quit my job, make a few mistakes, and it was all good. So yeah, if you are going to quit your job or thinking about doing it, be really careful about sort of your pay and all that type of thing, so you know exactly what's happening when you do leave, and you set yourself up properly for when you don't have a job, if you don't have a job for a long period of time, a few months or something like that. Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to get something to eat and go home.